Hello and welcome to another edition of Currently in Quincy. I'm Joe Catalano. On today's program, we get to chat with Captains Kyle and Amber Maynor from the Quincy Salvation Army about their holiday programs. First, though, we check out the weather and the news for you this morning. Currently in Quincy, getting cloudy out there. It's 34 degrees right now. We'll see a mix of snow and rain throughout the afternoon. Really shouldn't accumulate to too much. Temperatures above freezing, around 40 degrees or so. It'll chill down tonight under clearing skies. Lows drop off into the upper 20s and kind of a quiet but a chilly weekend. Tomorrow we'll see sunshine, but it'll barely make it out of the lower 30s. Tomorrow night's temperatures will dip into the low 20s and not much of a recovery on Sunday. Sun and clouds, high Sunday in the upper 30s. Big warm up for the first part of next week, but it comes with some wet weather. Monday rain, 55. Looks like maybe 60 with rain on Tuesday. Right now, just cloudy and 34 degrees here in Quincy. In the news today, Fox Rock Properties of Quincy has received permission to construct a large new housing development at the site of the former Quincy Medical Center on Whitwell Street. The planning board voted unanimously this week in favor of those plans for 465 new units of housing. They'll be in 7 separate buildings, along with 590 parking spaces in a garage and in parking lots. Now, residents have been fighting against this project for the past 3 years, claiming it's too large for the residential neighborhood and will negatively impact traffic, parking, and their overall quality of life. Will Smith from the Hospital Hill Neighborhood Association feels Fox Rock has ignored the residents' concerns.
Upon further inspection of these plans, just the opposite has occurred. The square footage of these buildings have increased by over 20,000. The number of bedrooms has increased, yet the plans say that the number of residents will decrease, and so will the number of parking spaces. I would like to find any developer in the city of Quincy who would agree that an increase in bedrooms would actually decrease the number of residents in their development. Additionally, in a response to Beta, the peer reviewer, concerning the decrease in dwelling units and an increase in bedrooms, Fox Rock's representative, Tetra Tech, states, and I quote, "The unit mix was adjusted as a result of additional conversations with the community." You really have to be kidding me here. After hours and hours of public hearings and countless letters to the planning board in opposition to the size and scale of the project, Fox Rock has the audacity to say that the community wants a larger development. So let's just call out what this is. Fox Rock has listened to the neighborhood concerns, completely ignored them, and gone in the opposite direction. The financial model is easy to understand. The more residents you can fit in a development, the more revenues and profits you can generate.
However, Fox Rock says they have significantly decreased the size and scope of the project based on feedback from the neighborhood, and that the project will improve a blighted property. 36 conditions were imposed on the development, including new sidewalks along Whitwell Street, new traffic signal at Whitwell and Adams Street, and the hiring of a full-time on-site transportation coordinator. Opponents have 20 days to appeal the planning board's votes. The average residential tax bill in Quincy will be rising by about $271 next year. City Council this week set the new tax rates for the new fiscal year, resulting in that increase. The actual rates are going down by 12 cents per $1,000 of value. However, Quincy Assessor Colleen Healy says that residential property values have gone up by 5%, leading to the tax hike. West Quincy resident Patrick Alexis says that rising values don't necessarily mean more money.
It feels like it's this big burden, and I'm a city employee myself, so I believe in paying taxes. That's not the issue. It's just if my property taxes are based off of valuation, my income's not keeping up. Even if my home is worth $1 million tomorrow, my income is not keeping up. It's not money I can put into my pocket to say, oh yes, I can buy whatever. with it. So I don't know if this is exactly the meeting for this, but if you can at least think about the people, and hopefully the burden of the taxes are not just on us, but I see a lot of high rises going up, a lot of buildings, a lot of condos. We have to spread this around. It can't just be on the backs of the people to carry everything, because it's hard. It's not easy.
The average residential home in Quincy is now valued at $492,000, up from $466,000 this year. The average annual residential tax bill in Quincy is now $6,100, up from $5,900. Residential values in Quincy have gone up 45% since 2016. Rates for commercial properties will be at $24.84 per thousand. That's down 31 cents. Quincy veterans of World War II will receive a special honor tomorrow for Pearl Harbor Day during a ceremony at Quincy High School. Veteran Services Director George Nicholson explains that the ceremony will honor Quincy's remaining World War II veterans and will pay tribute to those who have served during the war and are no longer with us.
And there's so relatively few left. The average age of the World War II vet on D-Day in 1944 was 18. So those guys would be 93 now.
Wow.
The overall average age in the war was, believe it or not, was 26.
Much higher. Okay.
So do the math. So these guys are all in 99.
So they're, yeah.
You know,
Wow.
and while the 75th anniversary of the end of the war is obviously a very special anniversary date, we've talked about it, and we just don't want to push the clock any further.
Nicholson said although the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II is next year, they decided not to wait. Photos of deceased veterans will be displayed in a special collage tomorrow, and living veterans will receive a special commemorative emblem. Tomorrow's ceremony will be held at 1 p.m. at Quincy High School and is open to all. Well, Father Bills and Mainspring homeless shelters of Quincy and Brockton say they served over 700 meals to people in need during the recent Thanksgiving holiday. 400 people attended the annual Thanksgiving dinner at Christ Church Episcopal in Quincy and Mainspring House in Brockton. 300 meals were also hand-delivered to shut-ins and others who were unable to attend those dinners. 150 volunteers helped to prepare, serve, and deliver the meals, including students in the culinary arts program here at Quincy High School. Food was donated by the Hingham Congregational Church, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Quincy, Shaw's Supermarket in Weymouth, and the Oakers Company of Brockton. Norfolk County Register of Deeds Bill O'Donnell is reminding everybody about their annual Toys for Tots drive at the registry's headquarters in Dedham. New and unwrapped toys can be dropped off in the lobby of the registry right through December 11th at noontime. This is the 14th year that the registry's participated in the Toys for Tots program, which was founded by the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve in 1947. Toys for Tots program operates in 800 communities in all 50 states and has donated 566 million gifts, including 18 million toys just last year. 40,000 people volunteer with the program every year. But now that you're up to date with weather and news, let's check out our programming lineup for later on today here on Quincy Access Television. It'll start with a replay of this program currently in Quincy at 5 o'clock. After that at 6, sound advice with attorney Tom Williams.
Hello folks, I am attorney Tom Williams and welcome to Sound Advice.
Currently in Quincy, the interviews at 6:30 tonight. Jeff Bertman from Rogers Jewelry. 7 o'clock, the latest edition of Quincy in Focus. Then this year's Quincy Christmas Festival poster contest winners at 7:30.
So fantastic. So we have a poster here to show everybody that you...
Followed by this year's 67th annual Quincy Christmas Parade tonight at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, we go on the road with Jazzy Bill. Tonight it's episode 3. Good Deeds, a quarterly update at 9:30 with the Norfolk County Registry of Deeds. 10 o'clock, it is the Forgotten People program from December 2nd. And Democracy Now! At 11 on Channel 8. Check out Channel 9 every day. You'll learn about Quincy City Department's different committee activities. It starts at 5:30 with the next edition of Quincy in Focus. Update DPW at 6 p.m. Believe it or not, we're still in the fall season. FYI from the Quincy Health Department at 6:30. Tonight's topic, Noonan syndrome. That quarterly update from the Norfolk County Registry of Deeds, 7 o'clock on Channel 9. 7:30 a.m. Quincy, we chat with State Senator John Keenan of Quincy. A look back at the Quincy Fire Department, a collection of historic photos at 8 o'clock. At 8:30 at the Kennedy Center, a presentation by the Mass Emergency Management Agency. And then find out what's happening at your library for the month of December, 9 o'clock on Channel 9.
Welcome to At Your Library.
Get a complete program schedule on our website, qatv.org. Just click on Program Schedule. And don't forget, too, you can always like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and see our weekly ad in the Quincy Sun. Coming up, we take a check of some of the current events and activities that are featured on our electronic bulletin board on Channel 8 for your information. So please stay tuned. We're back with you in just 1 minute. Welcome back. Here is a check of some of the current events and activities we're showing on our electronic bulletin board on Channel 8 for your information. First Baptist Church of Wollaston inviting you to their Magic of Christmas Fair. It's today from 5 to 8 and tomorrow from 9 to 2. The affair includes a snack bar, jewelry, wreaths, kissing balls, cemetery logs, and a whole lot more. Santa's there tonight at 6 and tomorrow at 10:30. Tonight's the 22nd annual Feed the Hungry Gala to benefit Interfaith Social Services of Quincy. Starts at 6 o'clock at the Granite Links Ballroom up at Quarry Hills in Quincy. You can visit the website on your screen there or go to interfaithsocialservices.org for more information. The Atlantic Clubhouse on Washington Street presenting their Winter Holiday Bazaar tomorrow. It'll be from 10:30 to 2:30. You'll find an art exhibit, arts and crafts, a cake sale, and there will be an open house of the clubhouse. You can call them at 617-770-9660 for more information. Southeastern Philharmonic Orchestra presents a holiday concert tomorrow night at 7:30 at the Sons of Italy Hall on Quarry Street here in Quincy, and tickets for that will be available right at the door. And if you have an event or an activity you'd like to promote, visit our website, qatv.org. Download a bulletin board request form. Just fill it out and send it in. We'll get your message up here on Channel 8 too. Coming up, we chat with Captains Kyle and Amber Maynor of the Quincy Salvation Army next. Welcome back. It is that time of year when we hear that familiar ringing of the Salvation Army bell at shopping plazas and supermarkets throughout the region, including right here in Quincy. Captains Kyle and Amber Maynor of the Quincy Salvation Army on Baxter Street have stopped on by to tell us about their annual holiday program and more. So welcome back, Captains. Good to see you both.
Thanks, Joe. Yes.
Pleasure as always. As I mentioned, it is that time of year. It's, Amber, I know that we were talking earlier that it's actually got off to kind of a little later start this year, right?
Yes, exactly. With Thanksgiving being later this year. Most of our corporate agreements we can't stand until after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we already right now are about $30,000 behind where we were last year at this point for our goal for kettles, which is $135,000, which will be used for the whole year for services with social services and our food pantry rental assistance and stuff.
Okay, so are you concerned about that? Are you worried about that?
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. But
Yeah.
I mean, we're just praying that people be generous. And I mean, if everybody in Quincy just gave us $1 every time they walk by, we, knock this out in just a couple days. But
Right.
we're just praying that people be generous and, want to partner with us so that we can help people out throughout the whole year.
Yep. Where, Kyle, are you in Quincy?
So in Quincy, we're at Roach Brothers, Walmart, Stop and Shop, and yeah, I think that's
Star Market.
Star Market. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
very good. So
But we're also in a couple of the neighboring areas too. So we are over in Weymouth.
Okay.
So there's a Walmart, a Stop and Shop and Shaw's over there.
Okay.
We are at the South Shore Plaza and Hobby Lobby, and there's a couple other Stop and Shop and Shaw's that we're at. So.
Okay. Is online donation a possibility? Does that happen?
There is. Actually, what's new this year is on most of the kettle signs, we have the Google Pay and the Apple Pay.
Oh, no kidding.
So it's just the little QR code.
Yes.
There's a little touch thing for the app.
Yes.
So they can just go up there and tap it, and it'll just go right through the instructions for them. So.
Okay, very
Yep.
good. Good to know, because of course a lot of folks
yeah,
carrying
they
their portable devices with them. So,
Yep.
okay, so if they find themselves short on cash and they still want to donate,
Yep.
they can do it that way. Good to know. All right,
Yeah.
that's something new this year for sure. Getting into the 21st century.
Yes. Yes,
But
we
the
are.
old way still works too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. It
Do
does.
folks mail donations in? Does that ever happen?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. People just handwrite a check or whatnot,
Yeah.
and then still send it to our location. So,
Okay.
Yep.
So that's a possibility too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Or come
we'll try
by.
to work with anybody, to
Buy the
help
office.
us. Yes,
Yeah. Well, we should talk a little bit about what, Amber, the donations are used for.
So the donations are used for all year, our services for social service. We do food pantry rental assistance. We do clothing vouchers for the thrift stores.
Right.
We do utilities.
Oh,
And then
sure.
also we have free programs throughout the week that we have for children and adults that we offer. We have music programs. We have character building programs, which are like troops. They earn badges, and we provide dinner for the children during those programs.
Okay.
So it's a lot of stuff
Yeah.
that we help with all year long.
Yeah.
So.
And it costs money to make these programs happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are these eligible to anyone? Or are there
Anyone,
guidelines?
yep.
No. Okay.
Yeah, anyone could come by, and our programs are open. We do youth programs Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay.
Thursday we have a women's group, and then every other Friday we have Bible study and we feed dinner and stuff. And then Sunday we have our church service. And
Right. What
Sunday
time
school.
are the services?
We have our service starts at 11 a.m.
Okay.
So yeah, and it's a busy schedule.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
But anyone's welcome, and like I said, we do free music lessons. So if anyone's interested, we have brass and we have singing, we have dance, guitar,
Wow, okay.
piano. Yeah, so we have a lot of teachers.
So it's a
who come.
boisterous place on Sundays, right?
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
like it, yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the need for volunteers and some of the areas where you could use some help at the headquarters.
Do you want to go? You can go.
So we do need help with the food pantry.
Yes.
So just packing the bags, seeing what clients would like as they come in.
Yep.
So getting those together. One new ministry that we did pick up is the delivery aspect to food for the
Sanger.
food assistance.
Yeah.
So the Sanger Center
Yes.
used to deliver to homebound individuals.
Right.
So we have started doing that for the Quincy residents only.
Quincy only,
So
okay.
yeah. So if they're unable to get out of their house or they're in desperate need of food, then we will package stuff together for them and deliver it to their house.
Okay. Good to
So,
know. So
yep.
you need some assistance with that, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. So it's been slow start, but we are seeing as the months go by, we're getting more and more clients who are needing that service on a monthly basis.
Okay.
Yep.
I know that Interfaith Social Services has also picked up
Yep.
some of the clientele that was being served.
Yep, and they picked up the phone number as well. So they
Right.
work a lot with the agencies who can go deliver for those people.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Yep.
So
But
there's
we're all
areas
trying to do
help.
our part. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
areas to help for sure.
There's people in need, so we all want to be there for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then another big need
Yeah.
right now is for any volunteers for kettles. So if you have it
Okay.
on your bucket list to ring a kettlebell.
No pun intended.
No, I know. So you can actually come and we will, put out volunteers because then that helps with our goal, because
Sure.
we don't have to pay as much. So yeah.
yeah.
So come on out, families, groups can do it as well. Like we have the service groups, the Lions and Rotary Club does it.
Great.
So anybody can come in workplaces to build
Fire
morale.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
We
so-
here at Quincy Access Television had 2 representatives at the holiday celebrity kettle
Yes.
yesterday, if you will. So we're happy to help you out
Yeah,
with that
so
as well.
it's nice to see the community come together, and the mayor stood, and we had some other people. So it's nice to see everybody out there ringing the bell and
Yeah.
knowing that the money stays in Quincy, and it does help the residents of Quincy. And every little bit helps. And so as Kyle said, is like if everyone just gave $1, think of it that way, or $2, that we would reach our goal
Yeah.
very quickly. And
Well, there's 100,000 people in Quincy just
Yeah.
about, so
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That could do it, certainly. Are there paid positions also available?
Yes.
There are.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I thought
Just
that was
get
the
in
case.
quickly though, if anybody wants to be hired. 'Cause
Okay.
The background checks take a little while,
I see.
and it's such a short season that there's only about 2.5 weeks left.
Is that all?
really?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really not much left at all.
Okay. What is the last day for the drive?
The December 24th.
Oh, it's
So
right up
Christmas Eve.
to
Yep.
Christmas Eve. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You'll probably know before then, though, if you're getting close to your goal or not.
Yeah, well, we're praying. It would
Yeah,
be
of
nice,
course,
but
yeah.
usually it's the last day. We'll find out if we make it or not.
Yeah. Do you have a contingency plan? I mean, what would have to happen if you didn't make the goal?
We should probably have to start looking at programs, see what we can kind of cut
Yeah.
down on. We really don't want to have to
Of course.
the limit anybody that we're helping. So
Sure.
Yeah, and all of our programs have increased. So right now our food pantry has increased. I don't know the percentage right
Okay.
now, but it's the foot traffic coming in
So there's
is
more of a
much
need.
more.
Yeah.
And then even our youth programs throughout the week, we've increased by about 50% from last year.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So we have a lot of new people coming in. Again, we said we're feeding and we're providing hot meals. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you attribute that to anything in particular, Amber, or is it just?
Well, I think a lot of people, well, for the youth programs, a lot of people are looking for a safe place to have their kids after school.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
we go from 4 to 7, and so we provide dinner. It's a safe place. They learn, it's community,
Mm-hmm.
programs for the kids. So I think that, and just I don't know, with the food pantry coming, I mean. It's just nonstop, so it's nice, to see it though. But again, the volunteers and the people that come and help. We need people for to help pack the bags,
Yeah.
and even for delivery. So
Yep.
we deliver on just Fridays right now.
Okay.
So we need volunteers to help prep the bags beforehand
Okay.
and get them ready, and delivery as well.
So drivers, okay.
Yeah, they'll just have to go through a background check and all
Gotcha.
of those things.
Okay. How about donations of food itself to the pantry?
Yep.
Yes.
Bring
Yeah.
it right-
And we take
okay.
any
well-
donations.
Okay.
Yep. As long as it's not opened.
Of course,
Yep.
yeah. Non-perishable, I think, is
Yep.
usually
Not really expired.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. But you have to say that.
I know I mentioned earlier it is still the fall season, believe it or not, but it certainly doesn't feel like it. And I know that the Salvation Army tries to provide winter clothing as well to folks. And there's a need there, Amber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually we keep a coat rack full of coats and like scarves, hats out in our lobby. So as people come in for our food pantry, they could take as they needed. And so this year we don't have any.
None? Okay.
0. Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually we have an abundance and people will drop off coats, but we don't have any. So we need gently used coats
Yep.
of all sizes.
Okay.
And then also, children and adults. And
Okay.
we are looking for shoes this year too. It's one of the things we need. A lot of kids need boots to play outside, so boots or like sneakers, so they can have an extra pair of shoes to kind of use it, in between things, so we can give out to kids as well.
Okay, all right. Like you say, gently used, so
Yeah.
it's, be realistic. If they're torn and tattered and beyond repair, don't bring those.
No, use those for art projects.
Yeah, to frame those,
Yeah.
bronze them or something, right? A special occasion coming up next year for the Salvation Army, a historic anniversary.
Yep.
Who's
Yes,
going to tell us
you.
about that?
So we've been here since 1895, so we're going to be celebrating 125th year
Wow.
of being here in just Quincy alone. So
That's incredible.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
really is, yeah.
yeah. Not the same building, but yes,
I wouldn't think, yeah. but probably one of the longest social service agencies, if not the longest, I would think, in the city. So special events planned for that, perhaps?
Those are yet to come.
Okay.
I mean, I know we're going to be thinking of things we can do.
Okay.
We do want to recognize we've been here and just the community support of the Salvation Army being here. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are forthcoming.
Okay. I forgot to ask about the band. Is the band playing this holiday season?
Yes, so we're going to be over here at Roach Brothers this Saturday,
Oh, okay.
and I believe next Saturday, and I think we're going to be at Star Market for their grand opening. I think it's the 11th or 13th.
Oh, very good.
So, yeah.
All right, so look for that and listen for that and make a donation too.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else that we should add, do you think?
Just one other new thing this year. We actually have an angel tree located at the Walmart in Quincy. So as soon as you go in the front door, on the left will be a tree with tags with angels that we're looking for additional toys for boys and for girls.
Okay.
It's just just says boy, girl, and age and toy,
Right.
because we take applications. We take people all the way up to the day of and even after. So if people come in and they need something, maybe they forgot or something happened, maybe somebody lost a job in between, we will give a food basket and toys to those families. So we
Okay.
are always looking for a little extra
Okay.
to have, so in case, in those instances. So
Okay, so take the ornament and then leave the gift there at
yeah,
the tree?
at the exit there will be a box labeled Angel Tree box, and you'll
Gotcha.
see it. It's wrapped box, and they could drop it off there, and we
Okay.
come by every day to check it,
Okay.
and to bring the toys back to our location.
Okay, great. Excellent. All right. Thank you both very much. Really
well,
appreciate
thank you for
your time.
having us.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Hope
thank
it
you.
helps get the word out for you, and happy holidays.
Thank you, you too.
Just enough time to recap the forecast for you for the rest of the day today. It's going to start to look like Christmas, unfortunately. A little more snow headed our way. Just some flakes flying through the air. I don't think any accumulation today. Some rain mixed into right around 40 degrees. Chilling down tonight and a quiet but a cool weekend. Tomorrow we've got sun, we've got colds, lower 30s, wind chills colder than that. Little warmer on Sunday, but look at Monday, 55 with some rain. Thanks again going out to Captains Kyle and Amber Maynard from the Quincy Salvation Army.
Thank you.
So thanks to our crew and thank you for watching. Monday at 11:30, please join us for another edition of Currently in Quincy. We'll see you then.